Okay. Well, I should probably share my screen with you, shouldn't I? That would help. Welcome everyone to the round of 32 match, technically round of 16, I guess, of Dio's Bizarre Holiday Singles Tier 1 match here between RNG and Lights Out. Pretty big, I wouldn't say speed disparity, but this is BWS rank disparity between these two players, but that doesn't mean you can count out the lower ranked player at any point. We've seen quite a few of the lower ranked BWS players take out the higher ranked BWS players in this tournament already, so we could be up for another one of those again.
Yeah, definitely. Especially considering if you look at the actual player rank, or RNG, just because of that, as you said, BWS, they're actually 4-digit, while LightsOut is pushing their way closely to 2-digit. I actually FC'd a loved map just before the match I saw on their profile, 11 minutes before they FC'd Camellia Calling, the loved one, the top diff, with 7-100 and, well, one slider and dropped, so they pretty much should be warmed up. Oh, we're seeing even more warm-ups. Let's go. Both players probably really warmed up for this match. That client, both clients are running away.
Why?
Good question.
What is going on?
Why did they run away?
Huh? Oh, that would be why. I was on the wrong scene.
It's fine.
Okay, what is this map? Oh my god. I like how Lights Out isn't even trying to hit the end of the sliders. He's just going for combo.
I mean, they're tickless sliders, so you might as well abuse them as much as you can, and it's clearly working for them as they have even higher accuracy than their RNG, who's actually trying to hit the slider ends.
Yeah. That was a warm-up.
Yup. They're warming up for Dano mod free, trust.
Oh yeah, true. Wait, wouldn't it be like Hidden 1 that's more like that?
I mean, yeah, Hidden 1, no mod free. They're both pretty mechanical heavy, so can be either one of the two. And we get into the bans and picks, or bans and picks, as Lights Out wins the roll. Pull the same as before, pretty much. Dragon Force, Camellia, and Gang for the maps. Really well. Just I feel overall is a really good pool. There's definitely a lot of picks for everyone. There's a lot of interesting picks as well, that as you can clearly see. But we'll get into the first ban.
Wow. One Dragon Force map gone already.
Well, one of many gone.
Could you imagine if they ban all of the Dragon Force maps?
It's not even possible. Not even with all the maps.
Yeah, because
tiebreaker.
Oh my gosh, dude, they were close.
Oh. Well, that's half of. Well, that's 2/3 of the hidden pool gone. So
RNG.
That wasn't the agreement. Match fixing question?
Yeah.
There's been some discussion that we clearly haven't been made aware of.
I feel like the agreement might have been to ban all of the Dragon Force maps that they can.
If that was the case, that would have been so funny. Because there would still be one left. And I think...
Yeah, I think that's gonna happen at least one of the matches, though. Like, I feel like the two players are gonna, like, we should do a funny and just ban the Dragon Force maps.
deal making sure that the Dragon Force maps are in the pool. Also the players. Nah, we're not having that. We're not gonna have any Dragon Force today.
Oh no, RNG. No, that's mean.
Oh, we've
That's
talked about how the warm-up.
mean.
We've talked about the Hidden One and its similarities to the warm-up, and when you instantly see this,
Do you know the gimmick of this map?
I don't recall it. I think I
So-
remember it, but
The gimmick
I
of this
don't know
map
exactly.
is it has 2B perfect stacks that are only visible through skin color hacks.
I see. Well, that's evil.
Yeah, very evil.
Oh my god, I saw both of the players lock on the circle. 28.
It does start out pretty standard, but you'll start seeing those 2B perfect stacks at about right there.
Well, there's the first person who didn't practice the map. We got the warning sign, as LightsOut clearly hit the 2v slider, and RNG did not.
Yeah, you see them double tapping all of these
Oh.
sliders? It's
Yeah,
because
I
they
see
have
it.
to.
That's so evil. This is an evil map made by an evil person.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny though, in all honesty.
It is kind of funny. What funny is the fact that it's so close, even though one is on the FC and one is not. It's just that act difference
Yeah.
that makes all the score back up for Orange, even though they're multiple breaks so far.
We love active.
Look, we love Ike Gaming. They're still afraid of the map. I think any break
Oh,
from
there it is
Lights
again.
Out, not great. Any break from Lights Out and it's actually over for them because the score difference is not that big, even though it's starting to get bigger.
Wait a
And there's
sec.
the
Okay,
break.
lights out breaks. And he keeps
Oof.
breaking. Okay.
This is not looking good for Lights Out. Even though they held the FC for so long in the map, now RNG has a chance to make the score switch over as they keep on the recovery combo, and it's getting closer and closer as we enter the last quarter of the map. It's only 40k difference, and it's climbing, but there's a break from RNG.
And there's those double taps though. You can hear it.
Yeah, I hear it.
Now we get to the speed section.
We could
Lights Out
still see a
break?
change in score if Lights Out
Possible.
drops more AC. And it's getting closer and closer, especially since RNG is hitting this ending section of the map, and there's
Close
no
again,
break from
breaks
Lights
again.
Out.
Wait a second! It's possible! Is it enough? RNG breaks
No,
at
he
the end!
won't
Wait!
break!
Oh
He
no!
won't break!
Less
Oh my
than
God.
1,000 difference!
That was so close, but RNG also broke on the same circle as Lights Out, and Lights Out managed to just hold on in the last second. That's insane.
Wee. Blood pressure rising there at the end.
That was one hell of an ending, but that was so close as well. It's like RNG managed to just have the absolute living hell out of that ending, and then just that one little circle that both RNG and Lights Out missed on just mattered the most in the end, and we get the first breakpoint of the match.
Not a comfortable breakpoint though, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely not a clear winner in there, even though Lights Out did FC more than half the map.
Buto forgot to remove host from Lights Out. That's kind of funny.
Host advantage. GG.
Yeah.
That's clearly the reason why they won.
Obviously. I'm gonna see that speed pick here.
Cheapskate.
Yeah, we'll see. I keep saying it, but like the biggest part of this map is just that really long speed stream in the middle of it. It's kind of been the decider of most matches that we've seen.
This is kind of similar, pretty much a really similar map to what we saw in the group stage with Rogue Limitation, I think it was.
Just more difficult.
Yeah,
more
just
speed.
overall more difficult. Definitely a lot more finger control-y than the Rogue Limitation as well.
Yeah. Ooh, lights out. Aim. A bit shaky.
They're over-snapping on a lot of these circles, but it's working for them.
Yeah. It does have the higher accuracy. Ooh.
The snap is like... At least RNG's snap is really smooth and precise, and now they pretty much match each other in score and act.
Yeah. I mean, they have the same axe, so we're gonna see it flicker.
It's only a matter of time before we see another 100 drop, or if any,
Right
and
there.
there's two from LightsOut. But it's still really close. It's pretty much anyone's game. It's gonna come down to the breaks, but both players looking really comfortable so far in this map, apart from the 100 drops here and there, but it's only to be expected on a pretty difficult speed finger control map.
We are quickly approaching that really large speed stream. Let's see if either of these players can hit it. Because this entire build-up section has pretty much just been to waste your stamina, but RNG misses before it. Here it is, though. He needs lights out to break here.
Oh my god, the LightsOut is so comfortable on that stream. Oh my god, but he misaim it almost.
He still hits it, though.
They were almost going off the circle, and
yeah, and
RNG I think is tilted.
Okay, dude.
That's crazy. The nerves on LightsOut, by the way, that was now looking really comfortable on that stream, as they almost just went off the circle and then almost like over-aimed the stream.
Oh, the nerves, you can see him now. Okay, yeah, there it is. It was only a matter of time looking at those nerves.
They're pretty much zigzagging across the streams. It's not looking good, but RNG is not there to have a substantial combo difference from LightsOut, especially with the constant breaks. I think LightsOut should be fine for the rest of the map if it continues the way it is, but if RNG manages to recover some combo and LightsOut finding more breaks because of nerfs, it could change.
I don't think so.
We'd have to see a lot of breaks from LightsOut though.
Yeah, I mean, it's also such a long and dense map as well that 130k is just such a massive lead.
It is true, and especially considering how close the players have been on this map, it's just it pretty much came down to LightsOut being nervous on that section, because I don't think they would have dropped combo at all, if any. It was pretty much just the nerves trolling LightsOut, but apart from that, they've been absolutely flawless on it, especially on the stream sector, even though there was a scary moment on it.
That could be something that RNG maybe takes advantage of a bit later in the match, though, is the nerves on LightsOut, because, I mean, we saw it, he gets halfway through the map, and if he's in, like, a pressure situation, those nerves got really bad, and he shook completely off of circles.
Like, they're so nervous tapping, they're continuously spamming the smoke button while tapping.
Yeah.
They must be like absolutely shaking on their keyboard. I don't know what input I don't know what keys they use for smoke and anything else, but I could only imagine they're like absolutely shaking across their keyboard right now because they spend quite a lot of smoke, especially more in the later sections of the map.
We go to No Mod 1. I've seen this a few times. Pretty much just a bog standard consistency map. It's a little bit high BPM. You've got some bursts in there. You got a little bit of tapping, but overall just pretty well-rounded consistency map.
Yep. Pretty much following the trend of all the No Mod 1s so far, where they just continue to be pretty normal standard slot as the
we love
client
Banjo.
decide not to load.
No, I wanted LightsOut to play Chipscape again.
Ah, yes. We get the rematch.
Yeah.
I would love to see that map in absolutely every single match. Just because I feel like Chipscape is a really good map overall. I might be alone on this opinion.
I don't know. They are
as a tapping player
still assessing both of them. I don't think it's gonna last through the first burst, but for now they're still both assessing. Or it is gonna last through the first burst. All right.
Considering they just came from a 220 BPM map, I think they should be fine on 200 BPM maps, especially considering the bursts are a bit more dense than what on Chipscape. So
it's more of a question of the over-tapping would have been the big thing.
I don't think it's happening. Looking at the UR bars, it looks a lot better than what Chipscape's UR bars are.
Okay, guys. This is crazy!
Yeah. I've never seen something so tight in the first quarter of a map.
Yeah, a quarter through and they're still both SSing. Like, I understand, like, it's not crazy difficult for these players, but come on! One of you has to hit a 100 somewhere, right? I
don't think it's
right?
Happening. I don't think it's happening. I think they're just gonna assess the whole map. That's gonna be insane if they actually match their score at the end of the map.
Oh wait, no, okay, RNG hit a 100.
Never mind then. Unfortunate. I was gonna ask if there's a spinner. If it came down to the spinner, that would have been insane.
Yeah, there is a spinner at the end. But it's very short.
That's unfortunate then. There's not gonna be a spin to win scenario.
Oh, potentially there could be if it, like, they stay at these accuracies.
I just realized, I just looked at LightsOut tapping style. What? It's I don't know if they're just constantly double tapping or if I'm tripping. Do you see it?
No. Oh wait, LightsOut. I was looking at RNG. Wrong side. Yeah, he definitely is double tapping a bit. Yeah, he double taps everything.
No, like I was looking at them throughout the whole map, and their UR bar was really good, but like the UI definitely indicates that they're double tapping absolutely everything. Which
no wonder he didn't even notice the thing on hidden one then.
Yeah, clearly. But that's kind of crazy that they're still assessing by just double tapping, and the UR bar also looks really good overall.
Not assessing anymore.
100.
Oh yeah, the 1/3 section. I mean, we're basically neck and neck on accuracy again. We easily could see a spin to win because I think there's 2 spinners at the end. Neither of them are long, but if either of these players gets a 1000 on that spinner, it could completely seal the deal.
Oh, there's a spinner here. Oh, but they match the spinner. RNG also dropped a couple 100s on that 1/3 section of it, where they kind of dropped the accuracy of it, but not that much. It's still pretty much neck and neck.
See how it goes when we get to the end, though, because there's a pretty large diff spike at the end with the jump section. We've seen a lot of players break on it. Last match, we saw them double FC in Tier 2. We'll see if the Tier 1 match right after can replicate it. And then after that, it's just going to be spinners.
Oh,
Lights
right now
Out
it's
getting
so
pretty
close,
shaky though.
Oh, that's a 100. We're counting the 100s now. It's pretty much what is happening. They hit the jumps. Can they keep on holding the FCs? This is so close between the two players. It's actually insane.
There it is.
Oh,
Lights Out breaks.
And that's it.
And that's it.
GG. Oh, they hit the cursor dance. That's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, they don't now manage to win the point. That was so close between the two players. That's actually... Oh, wow. This match is definitely a lot
This
closer
is
than
a
it
match.
looks on seed. Yep, this is definitely a match. BWS not doing BWS sitting not doing justice to tell the truth behind these players, as they both are really good.
Straight into No Mod 2. Wait, I don't know if that means RNG and LightsOut are playing against each other in another tournament in 40 minutes, or if they're on the same team for a different tournament.
I mean, it'd be funny to just imagine playing against each other twice.
Again, that would be hilarious.
Same time, different pool.
Yeah. Oh, big act drop by RNG there.
This map definitely is gonna be a lot of flow involved, so we're gonna see how the ult from both players, because the PPM is pretty manageable. It's 190, but considering LightsOut has been double tapping a lot of the Nomad 1, curious to see how they do on an actual Nomad 2 pick.
I mean, he didn't do bad on Chipscape as well. It's just like he double taps the single notes. It's like his streams are normal, but when it's just a regular single note, he just, you know, I'm gonna hit both buttons at the same time, because why not?
That's an interesting tapping technique, to say the least.
I don't think
I've
I've
seen that
ever
before.
seen it before, yeah.
Oh, we're getting to the first KI section of the map, with this one being definitely the easiest one in the whole map, which says a lot about the map.
Yeah.
I think that's still on the SS.
Both of them hit that linear jump section after the Ki. Now we get to a few of these larger streams coming up that seem to be doing perfectly fine. Neither player's struggling all that much. It's really just only been that act drop from RNG right at the beginning. That's the separator here.
Ooh, LightsOut almost didn't tap that slider. That was really close.
Don't worry, he's got 2 chances to hit the slider, right?
That is true, considering he's tapping both buttons. That's still probably the most interesting takeaway from LightsOut's tapping technique. And the fact that he's absolutely destroying this map with it as well is a statement.
Yeah. Super comfortable on stream maps by the looks of it. I mean, both players are comfortable on this. Ooh, RNG, a little bit of variance in his UR there, but he still didn't drop any 100s.
LightsOut also, on that longer stream, it was getting a bit
scary. There it is!
Oh, and that's a big break from RNG.
Yeah, he under-aimed the first note of that burst, and it just kind of cascade effect. And he dropped almost a whole 1% AC from that. Pretty crazy.
SS the first half, and then they drop AC on a slider. Nice.
Good job,
nice.
LightsOut.
That's my goat.
Average LightsOut moment.
It's only relatable. I can only relate through dropping hack only on the sliders.
Yeah, I know, right? But hey, we just get to sit here and appreciate players that are very good at the game. And
That
then
is
cry
true,
because
both.
we're very bad at the game.
That is also true. The amount of times I've managed to choke the ending of this map to not pass it, and
Like,
and then
don't
lights
even
out
tell
almost
me.
SS it. It just tells a lot. Oh, and hits
Both
the
of them
space
hit it.
stream.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you gotta think, though, if RNG didn't under-aim that one burst, we could be looking at, admittedly, a much closer map than it is right now.
Yeah, and especially with those 100 drops at the beginning of the map, which also definitely affected a lot of the score lead into the early section of the map. Maybe just slight uncomfort, just like lack of comfort on this map might have been from RNG, because it just was just minor details on the map that separated them so far. And the Yak, which is definitely to be noted.
Lights Out almost aimed off of that single tap a bit too early.
They're still saying though.
Yeah.
They only dropped 100
I
on
think
a
that
slow
might
slider.
be 2 100s. I'm not entirely sure, though.
I think it's only the one we saw on the slider.
Oh my gosh,
After
that
the
aim, though.
spinner.
Oh my gosh, that aim, though.
It was getting so shaky. I think they know they're on an MC. I think the nerves are starting to kick in a lot now.
Oh,
Lights
yeah.
Out. Ooh, it's getting really scary. Every stream looks like they're about to break. Oh my god.
But you can see the
Oh.
note lock when he double taps the one before it.
I see it. It's so scary. Oh my god, that's
Does he do it, though? There's still a little bit left. Hold it. Hold it.
Oh,
He does it.
there it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
only the
you were
1/100 on the slider. That's
That's-
crazy. SS choke because of a slow slider after a spinner. That's actually mental.
And we're just going straight into
Christ.
Hard Rock, too. No waiting.
I don't think I can wait anymore. I want more Dragon Force maps.
Well, you're not needing to wait anymore.
You didn't ban it. It might actually have been the. You know, remember what we said at the beginning of the match where they had that agreement?
Yeah. I think
think
it
it
was
actually
the
might have
Dragon
been
Force maps.
Honestly, based. I can't even be mad at that. That would have been so funny. Well, we move on to the probably the most gimmick HR2 I'll ever see in my life.
Yeah. You see,
And
we could pull this in Boomer Cup, but it's way too hard.
Grand Finals, Lugi.
Yeah.
This could happen. This could be a banger. Even Nomad would be good.
Maybe.
You know better. But right now, I'm getting a feeling that this is gonna be a bit one-sided compared to what we saw before. Especially because Lights Out already broke, and the accuracy difference is pretty notable.
With players still holding pretty strong. Lights Out found an early break, but he's recovered pretty well. Accuracy definitely in favor of RNG right now, though.
I mean, to be fair, this is easier section of the map.
Yeah.
The
especially
beginning
on the
was a lot
linear aim
harder.
side.
Yeah. It's gonna get difficult in a bit, so they don't have to wait long.
We love 2008 mapping.
This is peak. What do you mean?
Yeah.
I don't think there could have been a more peak time to be alive than 2008 mapping.
In all honesty, I'm a bit sad that this mapping style is kind of gone, though. Like, this older stuff just doesn't really exist anymore unless it's specifically one of the older maps.
There's still some people that map in this style. It's just not that common anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah. And it doesn't really get ranked either.
Yeah. I think the ranking part is what made this mapping style just vanish, because players saw that maps like this are not getting ranked. And I don't think we should
Yeah.
talk about maps getting ranked, especially with the current situation. I don't know if you saw Twitter recently.
I
I
have
don't think we
not
should talk
seen
about
it.
that. Yeah, I don't think we should talk about
So, okay.
map getting ranked. I don't think it's a good time. I think it's
Another
probably the
map
worst
ranking
time.
controversy? Who could have guessed? I haven't seen those before.
It's probably what mapping and also Twitter has done to everything, where it's just like it's only drama.
Here's the linear aim section. Both of them
Ooh.
hit it.
It's getting closer now, but the combo is just so far apart, because that break
mean,
at the beginning pretty much secured the deal for...
RNG's gonna need to break now, but there's just not enough of the map left at this point.
Yeah, and there's still 1% difference in NAC.
Dude, any FCs.
Yeah. And there's FC as well.
Alright, Hard Rock 2 FC. We see you, RNG.
I'm assuming we'll see a lot more Hard Rock from them continuing this match, but so far this match pretty neck and neck. Like, again, the BWS seeding not doing these players a justice at all. This should be like Seed 1 versus Seed 2. Joking,
Yeah.
but pretty much it's what it looks like. We all know who Seed 1 is in this tournament. I don't have to say names.
Seed 1 is Emric? What? No way!
I cannot believe it. Wow. Who would have thought?
That's crazy!
Rank 1 player with multiple badges being rank 1 BWS? Wow. Never expected it.
But here we go. This just constant speed aim. We love triangles and stars. And squares.
Well, thankfully for the non-DD enjoyers, which they definitely don't seem to be, it's only 1 minute.
RNG finds an early break though.
Early break that could be decisive, but LightsOut also finds a break, trades it a bit slightly after, and now it's gonna go slowly back into the favor of RNG, but really slowly because there's a
just
2% time
watching
difference.
LightsOut cursor trail as well is not inciting much confidence, but RNG finding another break.
Yeah, no, I think it's kind of over because there's 200 combo and the score lead is going so fast in the direction of
LightsOut is still double tapping all of these, by the way.
I don't have words. I don't have words. We might have found the next tapping goat.
Bro is... Okay, we say double tapping, but it's essentially single tapping 127... Or not 27, 167 BPM jumps.
You know what I thought?
Huh?
You know what I thought about? Because there was an article after the Cloudfall incident where they managed to I think they pretty much, to summarize it, they said that you can have multiple keys have the same input as long as if it's like multiple keys, you know. So I think it could be a case where they are pressing 2 keys. They're pressing 2 keys and then streaming with other, like using 2 fingers for 2 keys and then using another finger for alting. I don't know if I'm explaining myself. Like using middle and index to tap those with on 2 keys, and then, for example, ring and index to hold. Because that could be something that players might have learned to do. I don't know.
But he's not double tapping these ones though. Actually, I mean, some of them he is. What?
Like it's such an interesting tapping style. Like we actually need to know an answer. We need LightsOut to come out and explain the tapping style, because this is like a crazy tapping style. Fortunately, it's not helping a lot on this map, because this map is a lot more difficult in other sense, where they definitely seem a lot more uncomfortable on the aim factor of it, where RNG is definitely a lot more comfortable. I say that
RNG finds it great, but there's already such a huge score difference as well, and accuracy difference.
Yeah, I don't think there's a way back for LightsOut on this map, especially considering how uncomfortable they seemed on it so far. Both players hit the stream, by the way.
Yeah.
We need more tapping maps from these players. I think on tapping, these players are pretty much the same, apart from the obvious difference in tapping methods. But we again, we need to know. We need to know what LightsOut tapping technique is, because I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night.
I know, right?
Like, it's so interesting. They find even more breaks there, but RNG managed to recover the combo after that. Breaks on the sliders, on the small little overlap sliders.
I'm gonna go see if he explains it on his profile.
I've checked their profile before, because I was like doing a bit of like research on the players. Apart from LightsOut FC on calling, on the top diff, I didn't see anything else that happened.
Yeah.
They did it before the match, by the way. 7 100s, one of them being slider and drop. 19th globally on the map. They got 11 minutes before, or like pretty much 11 minutes before the match.
Oh, we keep going. We might be seeing our next closest match if RNG takes another map.
We'll have to wait. Have to wait and see. It's LightsOut's pick, so they'll definitely be going into this pick with an advantage. There's again very little amount of maps left. There's 4 that can be picked. One of them being the HR one, which is gonna be picked by LightsOut.
Do you mean this Hard Rock one?
I do mean this Hard Rock one. Want to see Dynamo 3. Because I'm curious to see how LightsOut would do on Dynamo 3.
I think LightsOut's gonna struggle on the No Mod 3.
I don't know, we've seen the warm-up. They're definitely mechanically there. It's a matter of the tapping aspect of that map. This song just described how this match is so far. Fire. This is really fire, and I hope it continues to stay this way as Hard Rock one gets underway. Both players really comfortable on the aim. Just RNG slightly lacking on the axe side, a bit not tapping the map as comfortably as LightsOut is. both players still have seeing. We're already like almost 1/3 through this map, and it's pretty much both players don't look like they're gonna miss at all. It's a bit of shake we see here and there on 100 drops from both, but not crazy uncomfortable snaps where they look like they could break at any point. Oh, I see that, and there's a slider break from LightsOut. And the small slider as well. Oops. I don't think that is gonna do their nerves any help as well, because considering how nervous they've been on previous maps, I think this is only gonna make it worse for them as we get in at half point of the map.
Oh
my god!
Slow slidered as well.
Oh, yeah, no, the nerves are gonna be so bad in this last half. You know, RNG still have seen dropping 100s here and there. Oh, they almost aimed off the slider. Managed to correct it just in time.
Still
Still really confident, but oh, this is gonna probably, we'll see at least one break here. Both.
Yep, there it is, the fast slider. That has currently gotten, I think, at least someone in every match so far.
It's such an awkwardly mapped slider, and making it fast with HR is only gonna make it worse, and RNG falls to it, which leaves LightsOut with hope into this map. There is a big difference in score though. We have to see a bit more from both LightsOut and RNG for stuff to actually change. Another break, another act drop, something.
And RNG still does have a tight grip on that lead, but it's not completely solid yet. So he just needs to continue holding. The longer he holds, the better. And LightsOut cannot find any more breaks.
Pretty much, I think it's pretty much over, considering RNG is already beyond 660k mark. There's 100k points to make, and RNG is not breaking, and LightsOut is also dropping AC, so I think it's pretty much solidified that it's gonna be RNG's point. Another break point in this match, tying the score up.
So we now officially have our closest match. We are at least seeing a 6-4 score, maybe even tiebreaker for the first time.
Well, both of them have a pick, and then we see the number 3 that I was talking about before this map that I want to see. Yeah. So, it's gonna be, for LightsOut, a choice between that number 4 and the HR3, which is probably gonna be the HR3, considering the trend that we've seen so far. Number 4 is still technically in the books, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Right now we're on the number 3. 2-minute map, gonna be really quick as soon as we get into it.
I don't know. I do think this is much more favored for RNG than LightsOut, though, just because of that aim control, and we've seen LightsOut nerves so far. Those are two combos that just really don't go well together.
It is true, but
you can already see the shake. Yeah, there it is. This is kind of what I thought it would look like.
It's the same where they just pretty much just they aimed it really well. They just aimed off it because they clearly can aim it.
Overaim there as well.
The slight missing is gonna cost them so much, especially considering this map is so short. And RNG is full I've seen. Oh, okay. That's the 4th time I've done it in a row.
He finds a break, but he still has a pretty comfortable lead here, especially on accuracy. And I just don't really see LightsOut getting a super large combo on this map. I think he's gonna struggle to find anything above 400.
There is hope, but the shake has to be managed just slightly for them to manage to just control a bit better, especially those stacks. Could they just miss on the single note having stacks? It just
He's holding right now. That score lead very quickly diminishing.
it's gonna be pretty much descending
Could
section.
see
and
there's the break. We could see a break point.
Oh,
Wait, LightsOut breaks again.
Break.
It's still so close. If LightsOut continues breaking, but we're right at the end, it's over. Another super close break point secured by LightsOut, and now he's on his own pick for the last map.
Oof, that was literally the last possible moment that the lead could have switched, and it just happened because of that really unfortunate break from RNG. They held out just a bit longer. It wouldn't have mattered because LightsOut would have traded on the same pattern, but just that slightly early break gave the point away. Now it's time for the last map of that we can pick.
I don't think I've
Plus
seen
four
either of these
hidden
maps
hard
yet.
trophy. Well, we're gonna see a first here, especially considering how close this match has been so far. It's only gonna get closer, especially the nerves. Everything is gonna be through the roof going into this pick. LightsOut has to think about this really well. That has to be their most comfortable pick out of the two for them to have the biggest possible chance of winning this and taking this home.
Okay,
gonna be the
no
Nomad
mod
4.
4.
I was expecting the HR3 personally, but we'll see the Nomad 4. I can't ult. I'm sorry. I mean, considering the tapping method, I can see it. So we'll have 4 minutes. Can I FF? Can I FF? Oh my god. Well,
You have enough time, RNG.
they do have enough time. Maybe they're just panicking a bit. They have a match in 15 minutes. Them two again apparently. I don't know in what tournament, but it'll be funny for them to go into that match after playing tiebreaker. But for tiebreaker, I mean RNG has to win this pick from LightsOut. And this map is
Interesting, no
long.
mod 4.
This map is long and this map is slow. It's really dense slider aim.
We're already getting kind of close to a quarter through the match.
It's gonna come down to who can hit the slider ends on this map pretty much.
Yeah.
Because
Oh
any slider end you
my.
drop, that's a 100 you gain, and on 100 you gain, it's an ACC you drop. We can clearly see that from both of the players, as both of them drop at least one slider and pretty much every like 3 sliders. This is also the type of song that would get the VOD instantly muted.
Holy!
Oh.
That was a jump scare.
Both of them hit it. Oh, it's so close. It just switched over and it's gonna switch back because of that 100.
It's just flickering.
It's 50 points. I saw 50 points. That's 2-digit points difference.
Oh no,
RNG
RNG breaks though.
Oh, that's gonna be so huge. We're gonna have to see a break from LightsOut really soon if we're gonna see something change in this map, because now it's just a The bleed is gonna absolutely spike into the direction of Lights Out as there's absolutely no contention from RNG.
Yeah. And it was
There's
basically a break right in the middle as well, so it's gonna cap him at like 600k at the most.
yeah, we kind of have to see a break from Lights Out pretty much now. Especially the act difference won't make it any better for RNG to recover. We see more act drops from Lights Out, but that's not what RNG needs right now for them to make a comeback. We kind of just have to see an absolute blunder from Lights Out for anything to change in momentum wise, especially considering we're into the last quarter and it's already a 200k lead. I don't think there's enough time if the break doesn't happen now.
Oh, that's
Oh,
it.
and that's not the break I was talking about, unfortunately. And that's RNG breaking and breaking for the last time in this match, as this will secure the point for Lights Out as they slider break. Definitely, definitely really unfortunate overall from RNG on this map. Just slight awkward breaks. Also, Lights Out, I don't even know how they broke on that slider, considering they haven't broken on any slider similar to that one before. But it doesn't matter. They win this pick, they win their pick, and they win the match. Most importantly, as between quotation marks, the underdog. Because I feel like there was no underdog in this match, as both of the players were really similar in skill, and it's just the BWS seeding that separates them two so far. And yeah, GG's to both of them. Unfortunately, RNG not not what they were looking for in this match. Lights Out definitely performing really well. Both of them performing really well. Just shame we couldn't see tiebreaker. I think tiebreaker would have said a lot more about this match. Maybe on paper it doesn't. Maybe on paper it just looks like an absolute insane underdog upset. But yeah, overall, super entertaining match to watch. Glad I could be here to commentate. Glad I could be here with you on to commentate this absolute, pretty much banger.
Any closing words?
Closing words. Be here for even more matches tomorrow. I don't know if there's gonna be any match soon in a couple hours
In
or
about 2
anything,
hours
because
is the next match, streamed by Dio himself.
we'll have Dio come back to commentate the next batch of matches, I assume, because I assume there's a bit more than just one.
Yeah. There's one at 0 UTC, one at 1 UTC, well, 2 matches at 1 UTC, and then one at 2 UTC, and then after that we have a long break until 10 UTC.
Yep. Well, be there for the probably 3 matches. Probably the one UTC is gonna be streamed on both channels, I assume. If we have enough streamers, we'll definitely get you'll definitely get notified about it in the Discord server. But until then, that's been everything from me and Ongon, and we hope to see you here soon.